this great poet once said, learn to recognize the counterfeit coins that give you a moment of pleasure, then drag you behind a farting camel for days. Well, basically this is what a lot of people are doing all the time. Hello, dear sweet one. Here we are again, meeting through video. Long live YouTube. And don't doubt for a minute that we're actually meeting. Of course, there might be ideas of you being not watched by me through my camera. And in a way that might be true. I don't see the clothes you're wearing at this moment while I'm speaking these words. And at the same time, when you really get to know the essence of yourself, you also really get to know the essence of another person. And you become incredibly close. You recognize that in essence we're the same, we're one. So when I'm talking to you, I connect to this inner source in me, and I connect to this inner source in you, and I know that I know you. And the ones reacting to this video know me too. Otherwise you wouldn't watch it. Because let's be honest, who has got time to watch another person speak in a camera for half an hour or something like that? Most people do not have the time. And then you can ask, what are they so busy with? And well, you know, we are busy with watching television and doing groceries and running, because we have to make money, and we have to have luxury lives that make us run like hell. We have to pay the mortgage, we have to take care of our children. We are in the busy life. And it's not like one person has this busy life and the rest hasn't. It's the other way around. Everybody has this busy life, and only very few step out of it and take a different approach and relax a bit more. But what I want to talk to you about today is the concept of earnestness. And first time I encountered or really connected with this word was through the book I Am Dead of Nisargadatta, in which somebody asks him, how come you found your guru, you didn't know anything about spiritual teachings, you found your guru and 3 years later you were enlightened, and some other people are doing yoga 20 years, hardcore meditation, 1 retreat, 2 retreats, doing all the right stuff, eating rightly, and they're still not enlightened. How come? And then he says, it's because of earnestness. Because I took the words my guru gave me for truth. I felt this guy knows. He really feels in all levels of existence, he feels loving and wise, so he knows. And I decided to trust it. And then I was earnest about it. I really looked, and I really took time, and I really gave it my fullest attention, my fullest focus, and that made me realize it in 3 years. And yeah, this is something to think about. At least it was for me, because I had been doing spiritual practices, yoga and meditation for more than 20 years when I read the statement, maybe even 30 years. And it hit home. It hit home. Somehow I had convinced myself, not fully, but on some level I had convinced myself I was doing spiritual practices and I was heading towards enlightenment, and that I was doing it. But when I truly looked, was I? Or was I sort of lullabying myself into some sort of rhythm that could keep my identification with a person fully intact while doing the motions, doing the meditation, doing the stuff? And it's really selling myself short if I talk about it like this, because there was definitely some sort of earnestness there. But when I read that, I thought there could be much more of the earnestness. And earnestness is an interesting word. If we compare it to Dutch, it combines eerlijkheid and serieus zijn. So honesty and seriousness are in the word. Earnestness is about being real with yourself, not lying to yourself, not lying to others, not projecting something that you're not. That's what it's about, being earnest. But it's also about taking it seriously, really making an effort in it. It's deciding to make it important. So earnestness in spiritual approach means that you're no longer gonna lie to yourself, no longer gonna project lies into the world. And then you realize, ooh, this is easier said than done. Because what do we do when we really look? For instance, in my own case, I've been addicted to a lot of things. Well, anybody who has ever been addicted knows that it's a lot about lying. You're saying, I'm gonna stop smoking, and then a week later you're smoking again. What has happened? Somehow you are convincing yourself of all sorts of bullshit. So you're saying to yourself, yes, but I'm now so angry, so now I can take one cigarette. Or you're saying, I'm already doing my best in all these other areas, why do I also have to be like this angel and cannot smoke? And then before you know it, you're smoking again. So you're telling yourself stories to make excuses for doing things that you really feel are not good for you, are not in your own best interest. Hafiz, a great poet, once said, learn to recognize the counterfeit coins that give you a moment of pleasure, then drag you behind a farting camel for days. Well, basically this is what a lot of people are doing all the time. Yes, we're gonna have a great time, we're gonna have a party, and then we're drinking a lot of alcohol, and then 3 days later we're still recovering from the fun we were supposed to have. Sometimes we do have it, but sometimes we're so wasted, we're so out of it that we don't even have the fun. But we do walk behind a farting camel for days. And it's not only the alcohol and the smoking and all this stuff, because basically they're not a problem in themselves. If you are enjoying your life and you have a good time and you're occasionally smoking or drinking, I don't think that's too harmful. But it's about, are you being honest about it? Or are you lying to yourself about it? And is it really giving you what you are telling yourself it is giving you? Or are you deluding yourself and you're just an addict, insecure, going to a party thinking it will be fun, but only being able to go there if you drink a lot. Otherwise you're feeling too vulnerable to have conversations with people, or you feel out of place. So instead you drink and then sort of forget half of your being while being there, and in this way it's manageable, or even on some level maybe pleasurable, but then again the farting camel. And it's not only this, you know, the things that give you pleasure for a moment, it's almost everything. If we're honest and we're looking, and we're spending the whole day doing things that we think should give us a good feeling. That's why we're eating, that's why we're making money, that's why we're going to the movies, that's why we are doing all this stuff. We think it will give us some pleasure or make us happy or give us something. And in the end of the day we're dead tired. We just want to go to bed, and then we're closing our eyes and our attention goes inward, and there is some silence there, and there is some rest there, some peace there, and in the morning we're fully energized again. So what is giving us the great stuff? the going within in the night, or the movie, the cigarette, the great meal. What is making us really happy? Think about this. It's interesting. And it's where the earnestness starts. To start really looking again with new eyes to everything that's in your life. Are these people that are in my life, are they good for me? Am I happy being with this person? Can I be myself with these people? Can I be honest? Can I be real with these people? Can I be vulnerable? Or do I have to project some image of myself that is not me? Do I have to wear a mask being around these people? Do I have to do all kinds of concessions of how I really am to be able to fit in with these people? Am I happy here with them? Is the job that I'm doing, is that good for me? Is it serving me? Is it helping me? Am I growing with it? Can I be myself in it? Are my talents being used? So earnestness is in everything. It's in everything we do. It's in every moment we live. And it's in everything we watch. And most important, it's in how we are with ourselves. Because there is the most difficult place to really watch. Are we honest and are we truthful when it comes to ourselves? Do we really listen to what we say? Is there a voice that's saying, I don't want to go there tonight, I don't want to do this, and then do we trust it? Do we listen to it and say, okay, well then I won't? If the neighbor is doing something nasty to us, are we able to be honest and say, this is hurting me? Or I'm angry about this, and is this real anger, or is there something else behind it? Are you sad, or are you, to be really earnest about things is hard. It's a whole sadhana, a whole road towards enlightenment in itself, and it will take you there. Real earnestness, if you are earnest about what you're doing, what you're thinking, and about the spiritual process, enlightenment cannot be far away. It's closer than you think, because enlightenment is what you are. You are a beautiful being of light and consciousness and peace and love. This is what you are. Only you've made this whole identity around it that is not so loving, that is harsh towards yourself, that is projecting something out there that is not you, and you're all the time trying to defend yourself from being found out for yourself, but also for others. So the earnestness is not easy. It's for the brave ones. It's for the ones that are serious about it. Honesty and seriousness. And here we're back again. How many people will watch this video? Not many, because a lot of them have sort of said to themselves, I'm gonna go in this train and I'm not gonna look too closely, because if I look too closely I get sad, or I get lost, or I feel out of place. And if I feel out of place and I really let that be, then I have to do something, change my life, and I don't know how, and that's why I won't touch it, and I will drink some more alcohol, I will go work some more, I will look at my phone again. This restlessness that's telling us, that's really a warning sign. Look out, are you doing the things that are really making you happy? Because, again, let's be earnest about it. What do we all want? We want to be happy. We want to be peaceful. We want to be loving. We want to be enjoying ourselves. We want to be free. And all these things we can have. But then we must make it a priority. We must stop and have a real good look at what it is we are doing. And if we do, we will find our own way. That's earnestness. Not needing a guru basically, or a therapist, but just being there with yourself, and it will do the job. But what it takes is earnestness. You have to stop, look within, see what is really there, see what you are really thinking, what is the atmosphere of your thinking, what is the atmosphere of your life. Are you doing the right things? Are you being the right person? Are you being true to yourself? Are you being true to the people around you? And if the answer is no, then you have two choices. Hide away, make it go away, have some alcohol, whatever, and walk behind the farting camel. You can do it. It's your show. You can do it. And let's be honest, almost everybody does. Just pop some more antidepressants, some other medication, look some more at your phone, live somebody else's life, look at the guy on YouTube who does all the stuff that you want to do but don't dare to do, stuff like this. This is how we do it. Watch television and make the television take over our minds, so that for some time we get some peace because the television is running the show and we don't have to be with our own mind. These type of things, this is what we do to survive. And we have no time to watch a video of a guy trying to help us. We have no time to be earnest about it and to really look within. And fortunately, you do. And that is great. And that's why when I say, dear sweet one, I'm seeing you, I'm there with you, it is true. Because we are the ones that are doing this. We are the ones that are taking the time and are devoting our lives to our inner development and freeing ourselves from all the bullshit that we get taught. And we are being earnest. And we are really trying to free ourselves and making ourselves loving beings. And because you are here watching this, I know that you're already a long way on the way, otherwise you wouldn't be interested in what I have to say. So thank you again, enough for today. The focus for this week is earnestness. Let's see what happens. Can you really see how you are looking towards yourself and be honest about it? Can you really look with an honest eye to the world you're living in? And can you be serious about being honest? Can you be earnest? I know you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And even I am still struggling. I fall in the trap occasionally that I see that I'm bullshitting myself again, or bullshitting somebody else. But I do know that when I spot it, I stop doing it, because I do no longer want it. I want this earnestness, and I want to be real.